OTR. OTR. Enough said. Yeah. Off the rip. Cruising through the city with a new whip. I told her that she said she gon' need a tip. You look like you gon' cost me a grip.
What's up, everybody? This is Off the Rip with your boy Enough Said. We got a special guest in the building. We got a king in the building, you know what I'm saying? We got my brother, the one and only Prince Davis. He's gonna leave me hanging in the shot, too. Look at that.
Hello, man.
What's going on, man?
What up, man? I'm feeling good, man. Feeling blessed, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Man, we thank you for blessing us allowing us to come up in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Studio. We got a beautiful studio, by the way, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna notice some things. If you look in the back, you're gonna see a couple things in the back we're gonna talk about. But you know, it is what it is. So I want to get right to it. Tell me a little bit about you. I know you, I know you get down, whatever, but the people kind of want to know, what's behind like the music, what's behind the production and everything that you're about. So where you from?
Man, originally I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. I lived there for
this fool playing.
No, for real.
You lying?
No, straight up.
That's what I didn't know.
Yeah, I lived there for a year. My dad worked for the Army. He worked for the military.
Okay.
And then I moved to Virginia and then Houston. So like I grew up in Houston. I spent a lot of my time in Houston. The South Side to be exact. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Third Ward, Pearland. You know what I'm saying?
Pearland. I got folks in Pearland. Shout out to my cousins in Pearland West.
Yeah, but and then from there I went to Sam Houston in Huntsville. Ran track on scholarship there, and then I went to the Navy in 2011. And I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, and San Diego. So I've been around. I've been all over.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. I want to go back into that military experience. Tell me about that. How that shaped you into who you are right now.
Man, I'll say this: the military was one of the best choices I ever made.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a kind of disciplined, kind of focused person, but being in the military really just kind of helped, lock all that in for me. Because obviously, to survive in the military, you got to be disciplined, you got to be focused, You got to do what you're told. You know what I mean? You got to follow instructions. You got to be a team player. And I think for me, it was difficult. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was tough, it was difficult. But I think it really made me a man. It really gave me that extra, that extra oomph I needed to be successful. So, military was super dope, man.
So your pops was originally in the military.
He worked for the Army. He worked for the Army. Yeah. My dad played. He was in the NFL. He played for the Falcons in the NFL for 2 years.
Okay. So we're gonna get to the football because now it's all starting to make sense.
Right. So, and I'll say that there's a standard of excellence that's always been in my family. Yeah. And a standard of just trying to be just be like
greatness.
Trying to reach your full potential. Always.
Absolutely. So through all this, right? And we can go full circle to like where you are now musically. What have you learned from those military experiences, and what have you learned as far as about yourself in this industry so far?
I would say delayed gratification is the biggest thing that gets overlooked, like amongst people, especially in the music industry. Of you do a bunch of work now you do this, you do that, you know, and you have to just digest the concept that it might not pay off for another 4 years, 5 years, 7 years. But still, give forth, good effort and be ready to rock and roll and, just get it done. And then I would say from a mental standpoint, I would just say mental toughness. It's like, it's a lot, obviously it's a lot of ups and downs that occur in life, but especially in the music industry, you gotta have thick skin, you gotta have some perseverance, you gotta be able to, rock and roll despite what may happen to you. Yeah. So the military definitely, prepared me for that, for sure.
Now what's funny, you said delayed gratification.
Yeah.
It's funny that people in this industry, that's a problem for them when you get paid way after you put out music. So it's almost like yo, this is the way of life.
Right.
That's why upfront money is so important in this industry, because what you're supposed to get, you ain't gonna get that for a minute
later. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mindset that I think people don't have. They don't understand. When did you grasp that concept? Like, okay, delayed gratification is how you.
Man, I would say. Obviously, it began in the Navy, but I would say once I got out of the Navy, I went to school. I went to the LA Film School in Hollywood. I would say there, man, I went there for, I think it was like 3 years.
Yeah.
Then I interned twice. I used to drive to a studio in Santa Clarita from San Pedro. It was 60 miles. And day in and day out, I worked 15-hour shifts, and I'd just be like, man, what am I doing this for? Like, when is this ever going to end? Like, oh, man. Yeah. But, now, 2 years later, I realized, That's what that was for.
Earn your stripes.
That's the, the epiphany I had about delayed gratification. It's like, nothing was happening then. I was just putting in the work and just, working, but now things are paying off. And so I think, having that, just keeping that in front of my mind is, kind of really helped me as I've matriculated through this industry.
Yeah. So tell me about that, because I want to know a little bit more about your experiences that kind of shape you. That drive, because I drive a lot. That's all I do, and a lot of cats don't understand it. I'm all the way on the other side of Cali. And when I come into Hollywood, that's my time to actually think. I turn the music off and I just roll.
Right.
What did you pick up in during that process?
How bad do you want it? While you're making a bunch of excuses and a bunch of, sad songs, and while you're pretending to be the victim, it's somebody else that's driving. I used to drive 60 miles, it's somebody else that's driving 70. Somebody that's driving
70 plus.
70 plus like you.
Depending
so
on
shout out,
going.
so salute you and shout out to you for you making it happen. But just how bad did you want it? And are you gonna make excuses or bring forth results? Yeah. So like the drive kind of sort of, and I had a lot of time to think as well too. And on my way there, I would always visualize, all right, today I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure I do this. And I got to kind of organize my thoughts and plan it. Yeah. And on my ride home, I'll be like, all right, well, today went like this. I did 4 songs today. Maybe tomorrow I can do 5, or maybe I should have did this or did this differently or whatever. So it was beneficial for me.
Yeah. That game plan help you with that game plan. Speaking of game plans, so most people probably don't know, based on that fullback, running back, tailback, halfback build you got.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't know about the football. They don't know about the, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about your football experience. Like, when did you first start playing? Where'd you play in high school and then go off into the college thing? So let them flex a little bit. Let them know what your get down was. Because you can Google this man on the football.
So I started playing tackle football when I was 5 years
And you know it, because he said tackle football.
Tackle, not pass, not flag, not with the little boys, not with the big boys.
Football.
You feel me? But when I was 5, and I remember I was terrified.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was terrified. I was like, oh man, they're gonna hit me. Like, oh my God, these guys are so much bigger than me. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? But something in me, God, whoever, just something in me was like, nah, go on out there. You be all right.
Yeah, let's do
and I remember I got knocked out like the first day of practice. And I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Then I got up, and then the next day I knocked somebody out and was like, oh, this feels good. And I think that message of it was tough today, but tomorrow can be a completely different day. As long as you don't quit and you go back out there and do whatever. Yeah. I think I've applied that same, concept and principle like all throughout everything I've done. And then played football in middle school, high school, and then I actually ran track in college. I got a scholarship in track to Sam Houston State in Huntsville, Texas. And I long jump, triple jump, and I ran the 4x1.
So you're saying you got wheels?
Yeah, I got hops too. I got wheels.
Yeah. You said you long jump, triple jump,
run a 4x1.
Oh, that 4x1. Which leg?
First.
Okay, so you have to let me.
Had to come on the blocks.
Yeah, see, so I played basketball and I should have played football.
Right.
I'm upset at myself because I'd have been out here killing as a wideout.
Right.
But instead,
absolutely, I agree.
They was yelling pretty boy, and pretty boys they aren't supposed to play football. So
Nah.
But the times have changed. Back when I grew up, you know what I'm saying, it was if you over 6 feet, you got to go inside the gym.
True. Absolutely.
You got to go in the gym.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But had I done things differently, but I'm not fast. I wasn't fast. I had basketball speed.
Right. You played the 3 or the 2 or?
Man, I played everything.
I remember you told me. Yeah, you
5. I played everything from the 5 to the 3. No jump shot, but I'll bang on you.
Right.
Still, maybe. Anyway, so from football, so I'm noticing like a trend of discipline. Football and then the military experience. We kind of went over that a little bit. All those experiences, I feel like. For me, it sounds like that kind of helped you with your influence on your music career.
Absolutely. There are a plethora of fundamental things that I've carried from 5 years old playing all these sports, the military, to right now that I feel like honestly have made me successful. Obviously, I got a little musical talent. I can do this or do that, but I think things like being on time, being disciplined, finishing what I start. Yeah. And another theory I have is my rule of 9. 5 plus 4 equals 9, just like 6 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 8 plus 1. It's more than one way to solve a problem.
Gotcha.
And I've always been in environments where, I've been a part of teams and I've had to work with people. So me having that mindset has really kind of helped me. Yeah. Because I'm an alpha, man. You feel me? I got confidence, you feel me? I got a little ego, you feel me? But I've learned that a true alpha knows when to pass the ball. And a true alpha will pass the ball to whomever is closest to the rim. So I've always just understood, like, it's okay if I don't score 30 and I only score 12, as long as we win, it's all good.
That LeBron James.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man.
For sure. So I like where you went with that because it's just kind of moves us on to the something we talked about, psychology of music.
Oh, man.
I'm big on psychology. I'm big on behaviors and all that stuff. I want to get your take and tell us a little bit about your thoughts on psychology of music.
So there's a couple of things. The rule of 9 was one of my little concepts. The other one is the purple cow theory.
Yeah.
I talk about this all the time because, I believe in it and it's true.
Yeah.
It essentially talks about, like, if you were driving on the highway and you saw a herd of cows, you saw one purple one, you'd kind of almost instantly be like, man, what was that? And that talks about your art being remarkable and standing out and being different.
Yeah.
And so when I say, is your art remarkable, is it worth the remark? Like, for me, I like to play stuff and just sit back and just let somebody do whatever. Instead of, hey, what do you think? What do you think? I'm just gonna play it and just see. If it spawns a reaction, then, I'm probably on the right track and I've probably done my job.
Yeah.
And another one is my Rubik's Cube theory. You've seen someone solve a Rubik's Cube before, right? And then you're saying to yourself, oh man, Austin, that was dope. But did you know that the instructions come with it when you buy it? So the epiphany there was, if you just pay attention and read, do a little research, you can do what is perceived to be difficult or dope.
Yeah.
You can do it too if you just spend a little time and just read.
Not as hard as it appears to be.
Yeah, and then from a musical standpoint, there are a few little things. I think my style is somewhat formulaic and somewhat, personal, my own personal swag and my aesthetic and my taste artistically. But one thing I'm big on is what's called the mere exposure effect, which essentially you have a positive response to something that you're familiar with. So in songs, like, you have a phrase, say it again, and maybe change the fourth line, something like that is, will stick in your head.
Exactly.
So there's just a bunch of little just psychological things I try to make sure I remember, like, when I'm creating, when I'm like doing stuff that, have, proven to be somewhat successful.
So you were talking about the repetitive, words, or even sometimes with tones, a producer will put something that hits a certain way. I feel like it's almost like a form of marketing. Like you're selling something in a song. So I'm gonna sell you this sound, or I'm selling you this concept. If I sing something a certain way, I want you to remember that in a song, right?
You gotta be believable.
Yeah.
As an artist, as a brand, as an entity, like you said, you're selling some. People gotta buy in and invest and kind of sort of, they gotta, okay, like, I believe this, I rock with this.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's like huge, being an artist, being a brand, just being successful.
Yeah,
you gotta, you gotta sell it. People gotta believe you. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, man, I can't stress that enough.
So knowing your history and musically from where you come from, and I remember hearing some of your first records. I remember Shane, shout out Shane, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Shane.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Chrissy was like, it's these two guys, they're making 100 records and I want you to meet them and this and that. Shane came out with his regular Shane fashion, swag. He's selling it to me. And at first I was like, man, what this dude finna sell me, man? Let me see, you know what I'm saying? And Shane pulled me to the side and was like, when he told me what y'all were doing, I was like, oh, you onto something different. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, all right, let me walk into it, because y'all were in, I think, one of those rooms over at the school. And I was like, let me go in here and listen and see what this dude talking about.
Yeah.
And when I saw where y'all was going with it, I was like, okay, they're gonna have a long road, because the first bump and bruise they're gonna learn is California. Right? But I knew y'all was going in the right direction. I'm impressed by how y'all stuck with it, and then y'all stuck together.
Appreciate it.
That's something that we know is not normal. So with all that being said, like, what makes you innovative and what makes you stand out?
Man, so I watched the Master P documentary, and I think in 1998 or 96, they stated that he had 12% of the world's market share of music.
Yep.
And that means, like, that's like what, 1 in every 8 song was an artist from No Limit. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's really smart. And then in terms of a business standpoint, I've never done drugs. I don't sell drugs, but like on some swag, it's like the more songs you have out, the more corner boys you have out.
Yep.
They hunt down that product, aka music, is streams, sales. And I was like, man, let's just put the records out.
Yeah.
They got to be quality, they got to be a certain level, but let's get the records out. I don't want to die with 2,000 songs on my hard drive. Put them out.
Let's talk to some of these cats out here.
Man.
Can you
put the music out? Stop being insecure. As long as, like I said, it got to be certain level. Don't put out, trash. But it's like, man, if it's good, just rock. Don't overthink it. Don't be too analytical. And I'll say this, my bad.
No. I wanted you to get that meme out, because that's a meme.
And I'll say this. success won't come from the one song or the one project. It'll come from a series of efforts.
Body of work.
It'll come from, your effort over years. Kendrick Lamar had projects before Section 80.
Absolutely.
Right? And then Section 80 was like kind of one of the big one. And then, he did other albums. And then, he is who he is now. So that's one thing I'll say. And that's, what I kind of learned. And in terms of innovation, man, Shane and I had this concept of charting on Billboard in as many different genres as we could on purpose.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Yeah.
And so far we've charted in 4 different genres and in 3 languages.
I'm just gonna do my hand like that.
You feel me? In three languages. Why? Because I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I knew that that's different.
Yeah.
I mean, not to flex, but I'm pretty certain I'm not gonna meet somebody that's charted on Billboard in 4 different genres in 3 different languages during a global pandemic.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's one of the things I just wanted to do to, stand out and be different and just show the versatility.
Yep.
So I think just to answer your question, respectfully and honestly, when you say what makes me innovative, I think it's the versatility.
Yeah.
And I think from a business standpoint, I think I've demonstrated that.
Yeah.
Versatility.
I think you have too.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's why we sitting here.
Yeah.
Because we don't just talk to anybody on OTR.
Oh man, appreciate it, man.
We don't just talk to anybody.
Quick flex,
you know what I'm saying?
Quick
That's
flex.
why I wanted you to get your
No big
flex
deal.
out. You know what I'm saying?
No big deal.
Plus, I needed you to talk to some of the homies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got hard drives full of records.
Put the music out, man. Stop being scared. Let's rock. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We need it.
Thank you. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? So tell me a little bit about your creative process. Now, I've been in the studio with you. I know personally how we had a dope little energy together. I'm trying to remember the record. Already did that. Bro, I remember we did that one, and we had okay. So my sound girl right now is like already did that.
Man, that's dope.
Yo, that energy, I mean, I drew a lot from off of your energy in the way you vibe, and I was like, yeah, we big flexing on this record.
So I'll say creative process for me, it starts with a theme, a concept. Like if you were going to the movie and you looked up and saw the title, what would it be?
Yeah.
And then from there, I'm really big on trying to write lyrics and write songs that are real.
Yeah.
I try not to cap and try not to embellish. Like, I don't drive a Maserati.
Yeah.
I drive a Mercedes.
Yeah.
You feel me? I drive a Benz.
Just
I don't
not
drive
a
Maserati.
yeah.
You feel me? So I try to write lyrics that are true. And then one thing I've learned, if I'm writing true story stuff that's happened to me, anybody or nobody can ever tell me it's wrong or it's whatever because it really happened.
Yeah.
And I've learned from an artist perspective is, I'm trying to entertain people, but this is what I have to say. And you just happen to, I'm blessing y'all with my point of view, my artistic taste. This is what I got to say.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm marrying and,
Yeah.
Obviously I'm a brand. And then from there, I'm really big on writing songs on just chords. Because my theory is if a song sounds good on just chords, you got a song. All the bells and whistles and drums can be added, but if your song is, good on just chords, then, you got something.
You got something, yeah.
And it forces that top line to be captivating.
It's almost like seeing a woman walking down the street with no makeup on and you like,
Right.
That's how I look at it. Like, if your acapella tracks hit.
Right. And just something about, like you said, a woman and a woman of makeup. When I record, I try to record dry. I don't have no auto-tune or reverb to force myself to make it dope.
To be
because I feel like auto-tune is makeup.
Yeah.
If you ugly, you ugly. If you can't sing, you can't sing. So that's why I try to make it. I try to do it as best as I can first, raw vocal, and then add the effects.
I'm not even gonna say nothing else to that because I'll mess around and get in trouble.
Come on, man.
Said it ugly.
I'm just keeping it real. You feel me? I'm
Yeah.
keeping it real.
Yeah, no, that's all the way.
And then I would say, my bad, not to be too long, but in terms of my creative process, do the record, whatever, I like to let it sit.
Yeah.
Because as artists, we be hype on what we just did. It's like, oh man, this is the dopest song I've ever done. Bro, you just did it. Calm down, relax.
Everything is hype that night.
I try to give it a week or 2 weeks. If I'm coming back 2 weeks later, this kind of slick. I might have something.
Yeah.
And in terms of, like I mentioned before, Purple Cow, when I send it to somebody, I won't be like, oh, what do you think?
Yeah.
If they don't send me back fire emojis or if they don't send me back a text saying, man, this is dope, it might not be.
Yeah.
And lastly, in terms of vibe and energy, you said, if I try to make the record to where, if it's something that's, for the club and commercial, where if I'm in a room full of females dancing, I probably did my job. You feel me? Or if I'm in a room with the homies and videos and dancing, I probably did my job.
Absolutely.
So I'm really big on reading the room and getting the energy and getting the vibe.
But that's important too then. So when you're in that process, you have the right people around. You don't have yes men. Because I've been in some studios where you got cats just going to say everything that person done is hot.
Yeah, no yes man in a circle.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it real.
Yeah.
And respectful though.
Yeah.
You feel me? Cause like I ain't really big on like the hater, secret, low key.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I've been there.
You keep it real with your homies, with your friends that you make music with.
Yeah.
For
like
sure.
bro, I would go back and do that verse again. Yeah, something like that. You know, no.
And I'm really big on at least trying it. I don't like to slam the door shut on anybody. Anybody that I respect is qualified to be in
Yeah. I mean, all y'all can't come up in here.
I don't slam the door shut. I let all right, but let's try it. Let's see.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really big in terms of collaboration and creatives.
So speak on the concept of fundamentals.
Fundamentals, you mean like within music or just like overall?
Well, give me both.
Man, overall, I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning. From 5 a.m. to 6, I have that peaceful hour where I can organize and collect my thoughts. I can strategize and organize my day. And then I work out at 6 in the morning, get it done. And that has an intrinsic value, just discipline. If I can, it's like, how can you expect to make $1 million and do all these big things if you can't even commit to, waking up? Or if you can't even commit to, like I say, just one, one thing, go for a walk or just whatever in the morning. So like, I'm really big on that. And I think that really sets the stage for the rest of the day. I try to win in the morning. Yeah. And then after that, I get to go and do my admin, do my business stuff, and get to making music to where it's like before lunch, I've already won. And I'll give you something else, some like next level swag CEO millionaire stuff I'm on. Man, 6 a.m. here is 9 o'clock in Atlanta, New York. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's like 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. in London. I do business worldwide. Yeah. I'm not just here in LA, I'm trying to be around the world, you feel me? So that's why I'm like, man, let's get up and let's get to it. That's why I'm up at 5, you feel me? I don't want to wake up at 9, 12 o'clock, because business is closing. The homie that, not to say that it's competitive, but I mean, it's business, the person that I'm trying to get this song or that song, they had lunch with their girlfriend already in Atlanta. They had dinner in London already, so that's why I'm like up and big on that too. In terms of music, I would say I'm really big on creating an experience. I want that, 2 minutes or 3 minutes that you're listening to it. I'm taking you on a journey. I'm really big on movies and rising and falling action. I don't like things to be stoic and just kind of like, give you a little bit of something dynamic, and dynamics within a song. And then I would say one thing I'm really big on is, I'm really big on, going left, but not too far left. I'm gonna give it to you just a little bit different, and something that's a little bit for me.
Push the line a little bit.
Just a little bit. I got to,
Okay.
Like, I don't want to do what everybody else doing. I got to do it a little different. So that's real big to me.
And if y'all want to, follow my man on his Instagram, you can see he break the fundamentals down on a regular. And then he break down the music and the chorus. Everything he talking about, all you gotta do is follow him, and he gonna let you know what the get down is like.
Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this next segment is our spicy segment. It's brought to you by Your Destiny Essentials, where no matter who you are or what you do, be essentially you. So this spicy segment, is where we kind of ask, where we talk about, what gets under your skin, what makes you spicy, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because you might need some Destiny Essentials to cool you off, some natural oils.
Man, where do I start?
Yeah.
Where do I start?
We done talked about some stuff, so I want the good stuff.
All right, in terms of the
industry.
Man, I don't like when people are excessively late. I think it's really disrespectful. So I'm taking time out of my day to, help you or cater to what you're doing. And 30, 40, 50 minutes late, an hour late. So being late is one thing I dislike. I don't like working with people that are insecure. I'm at a different level now of confidence. Just like I say, not cocky, not negative confidence. Hey, man, like I was saying earlier, this is what I got to say. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it as good as we can do it.
Exactly.
Let's just go and give it to the world. So I don't like working with people that are like insecure and unsure of themselves. Like the second, triple, quadruple guess me and guess themselves.
That part.
I ain't really with that no more. And then I would say people that, don't listen. People that are know-it-alls, but watch this. People that are know-it-alls with no success. Whoa! Where'd they do that at? How you gonna tell me this and that? You ain't never done nothing yourself. Listen to somebody that's walked a little further in the sand. Hey, look now. I'm
a flex it for you, know what I'm saying?
I ain't Quincy Jones. I got ways to go,
okay.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Quincy Jones.
You got a couple things hanging on the wall.
I know.
A little bit,
And just to be honest and to be fair and transparent, I also want to learn and listen. Because somebody that, might not have certain, accolades or experience, they might do something different or cool, and I'm open and receptive to that. So in turn, I want that person to be open and receptive to me. If I can, humble myself. Oh, what you got, bro? Let me I would appreciate if people could do that with me too. And then I'll give you one more thing that makes me spicy. I think loyalty. Music industry is very cliquish, very clout chasing. People will hop from this camp to this camp and hop to this person and that person and think, at a snap of a finger, their life gonna change. But it's like, stay down. Issa Rae said it best. Network with the people across from you. Don't be reaching up for Rihanna, bro. It's 1,000 people already ahead of you to get to Rihanna, bro. Network with your people, man. Build with your team. Yeah. So like artists, really managers, executives, all that. Being unloyal is something that just really gets me spicy. And really just, really gets under my skin. But, I'm trying to, I'm blessed, I'm thankful. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, you feel me? I'm trying to keep it, trying to keep it calm. Got my little cardigan on, I don't want to.
I'm saying, they don't want you to come out the backfield. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, now, come on now. Down, say, that's what I would say gets me spicy, man. That's what I would say, man.
For sure. Man. I know you got a long list of things that'll get you spicy. We've talked about it. So I appreciate you sharing those things with us and our viewers, you know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, tell us a little bit about the album, the concept that you have going on, and then run up the social media.
Man, I got a record, Blood Ain't Thicker Than Water, that's out.
Yes, sir.
Check that out. It's a great record. It talks about sexual abuse among children, kind of like Ludacris' Runaway Love, and Love is Blind from Eve. It's a dope record. And then I got the album American Resurrection coming out December 11th, featuring Grammy Award-winning artist and icon from Houston, Paul Wall. You feel me? H-Con, represent, put it down.
Wish I had some brilliance right now.
World Sprint champ Noah Lyles, he signed to Adidas. He runs track, and he does music too, and he's awesome, and he's dope, and he's also on the album. Dope. So man, I'm really excited about that. A lot of hard work. The songs got, they authentic, they real. They got a lot of earth and a lot of dirt and a lot of realness in them. Yeah. And some of my best work, you know what I'm saying? So definitely check that out.
Well, before we go any further, hey man, give us a chance later on. We got something new we working on. We, you know what I'm saying? We do a little something with Cat's albums. We send us that exclusive package and we'll break that sucker down and talk about it. So I'll let you know, you know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about that. But go ahead, tell them about the rest of the situation and your social media handles.
Man, on social, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Davis Chris. It's just my name backwards. I am Davis Chris. Nice and easy. And on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere, I'm just Davis Chris. And shout out Mr. Foster, and that's the real Shane Foster, my business partner. DFDmusic.com is the website. Go there or be square.
Yes, sir. Shout out Shane. We see you, bro, out there in ATL with the whole city open. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Hey, man, thanks again for pulling up. Actually, for letting us pull up.
Absolutely, man.
And celebrate your success and everything and just having the conversation. We really just want to let people know what's behind the music and where you come from. And you gave us that. We appreciate that. And we thank y'all for rocking with us once again on OTR. It's your boy Nuff Said. Shout out to all our followers and listeners. You can stay tuned in on the official Off the Rip on Instagram. You make sure you lock in on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me at Nuff Said 35, and I'll keep you posted on everything too. For sure. All love. We thank you, and we out.
You look like you gon' cost me a grip. I don't put no